Hi guys, we continue to work with the real world examples, and in this lesson we will import a new dataset and cover these followed questions. So first I will import my pandas library and type in the import pandas spd, and then I will import my dataset again. df equals to pd.read csv, going one step back because all of my files located inside of the data folder, and import the sales.csv file, and then call it here by typing the df head, click shift enter. We have this kind of data set which consists of the purchase date, solid date, and quantity columns. And the first question is that we should convert the date column to the date time type. In order to convert it, first I will just check the data type of my columns, data types, click shift enter, and you could see that purchase date and solid date have object data type, but I want these two columns to be the date data type. So in order to convert them, I will do what? Convert them by typing the df separately, df purchase data type, purchase date column equals again df purchase column, purchase date, and df purchase date, and adding what to date time to this column. In order to add it, I will just type in the pd dot to date time, and inside of this I will just surround it with surround brackets, and again the same I will do with what with the solid date column here, solid date, and click run it, and again I will check the data types again, click shift enter, and you will see pd to datetime function has casted these two columns to the datetime column here. Why did that convert it? Because I want to make some changes inside of these columns. That was the reason of converting them. And the next question is calculate the time taken to sell each item. I will just create the again time to sell column, time to sell, for example, and assign what df solid date minus df purchase date, because I want to calculate the time taken to sell each item. This one is purchased and this is the sold date, so I will minus purchase date from the sold date and define it to the new column here. In order to do that, I will just add in the df sold date minus df what the purchase date here, purchase date minus, and then call the data frame here, click run, and you could see just it will do what? Convert the difference between these two columns, this between the purchase date and solid date. It says that there is 45 days and here 195 days between these two dates and 70 hours here. But if I want to calculate the total quantity sold or the average quantity sold per transaction, I can do it by creating the variable quantity sold equals df again qty, this column, and add in what? If I want to calculate the sum, I will add in the sum method here, sum, and again call it quantity sold, run it, and this is the sum of quantity sold overall here. But if I want to just define or find in the average here, average, I will add in the mean method here and call the average variable here. and this will be the average quantity sold per across all items here, 377. Okay, and the next one is the filter rows, where the time taken to sell is greater than 100 days. It just says that we should filter out these columns here, filter out based on the days here. If I just call the data frame here df, and you can see we have over 5 rows, and I want to filter those rows which are greater than 100 here, or to this one 100. If I want to do it, I just type in df the column name. The column name will be what? Time to sell column. We are interested in this column here, time to sell, and add in the dt days, here, days. It will just extract the days and type in the greater than 100. If I click shift enter, it will just print out boolean based on the false or true, false or true. But if I just run it with square brackets and add in the df and even assign it to the df filtered, and call it again here, df filtered, click shift enter, it will just sort it and print out the columns or the rows which are greater than 100 here. 100 days, this one and this one. Okay, the other ones will be skipped. Okay, the next one, we should group by the purchase months and calculate the total quantity sold per month here. In order to group the purchase month and calculate the total quantity sold per month, we first we will create the month here, df. First I will extract the month, purchase month first equals, because if I just run the data frame here, you could see we should extract the month from the purchase date, these months, and then I will maybe extract the year here. And in order to do that, I will just create a new column here and try to extract these months here by adding what? dt months. But we have extracted, as you will, dt days here, and now I will just extract dt months by typing the df purchase date. From where do we want to extract this column here? Copy it and paste it here, and add in the dt and months here, months, and then call the data frame itself, and you can see it will just extract these months to this column here. And in the same way I can do what? I can even extract the years here by adding the purchase year equals the purchase date, and here I will add in the year here and type in the click shift enter. It will just extract these years here with the help of this year attribute here. Okay, and now I will group the purchase months and calculate the total quantity sold per month here. In order to extract these and group them based on the months, again I will create the variable here, because I want to separate these just data monthly. For example, quantity sold equals to, first I will group it, I add in the group by, and then inside of the group by I will add in what? The column name. Which column do I want to group? The column name will be what? This month. Add in the month here, purchase month, and then add in what? The quantity, because I want to group the total quantity sold per month here. This is the quantity column of my data here. I will add in the quantity. I can just even run it and nothing will be, and call this variable here, this variable. Nothing will be changed because we haven't assigned what? Even the method or the column. If I just add in the method here, it will just extract the numbers or the columns, that two numeric columns here based on this month. But I'm interested in one column here, quantity column, So I will add in the QTY column here inside of the single brackets and click Shift Enter, and you will see we have extracted and grouped this data to this variable here. Okay, and it says that fifth month has 316 quantity, while sixth month has, for example, 495 quantity here. It just groups it. If you have a large data, it just will be easy to understand here. Okay, and the last question here is what bringing the purchase date to the original date format, here. Okay, in order to bring it to the original, if I just call it, you will see the purchase date here has what like this format here. I can even type in the D types here, although it has a datetime data type. We want this date to be visible like this one, like the solid date here. In order to do this, again, we will extract the date here by typing again the column name, df, the column name here equals to df column name, and adding what? Adding the dt date and call the data frame here. And you can see it has replaced this format to this one. Okay, and the last one, even we have, if we want, we can just do what? Convert the time delta to a human readable format like X days, and just remove these ones if we want. I will just add in the what? And convert type time delta to a human readable format X days, right? X days, click Shift Enter, make it markdown to make it visible. Okay, and run it. Okay, now if I want this one should be again looked like this one, if we want, we can do it in what way? In this kind of way, by adding the df, again the column name will be time to sell column. Okay, this column, and then again type in the df, again the name of the column inside of the single brackets, and add in the apply method here, apply, and inside of the apply I will add in the lambda x, and inside of, after the lambda x I will add in the str string. In the style of the string I will just extract the days. Okay, and I concatenate what? The days string here, like this one, days. Okay, and again call the data frame here, click Shift Enter, and you can see we have extracted it, even given a space. Okay, we have just run it on a second time, that's why I just brought up the error. So I will again rerun all these columns and again run it at the last time, this one. Okay, run it, and you can see we have extracted these days without this time here. I think that's it for now. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to my channel. Have a good day. Bye.